All right, and we are a go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for race number 8 of 36. They're located in Darlington, South Carolina for the running of the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway, a track that's been on the NASCAR circuit since 1950. The very first super speedway that NASCAR has been to. And, and this year, they're celebrating 75 years of the track to tame. And it's also Throwback weekend, but for the Cup Series, it's only 19 drivers doing legendary throwback paint schemes. And one that caught my eye was Kyle Larson and Terry Labonte's Tony the Tiger Kellogg scheme, and it's great. Pun intended. It is great though, to be honest. But anyways, at the end of 400 miles, we'll see what happens. Who can tame the lady in black? As that's how they call this racetrack, the lady in black, or the track too tough to tame. At the end of 400 miles, who gets it done and who will earn their Darlington stripe in this race? Pretty much everybody, but pretty much most of the field will earn their Darlington stripe. But we'll see what happens. Hey, John. Yeah, that invocation was way better than Coda, and legendary driver Lake Speed was the one that gave out the invocation. And how about that? And as I said, Darlington Raceway is celebrating its 75th year in NASCAR, and same with the Wood brothers, as Leonard Wood is out on the racetrack with the Wood brothers, and there's their legendary cars, Neil Bonnet and David Pearson, that are driven by Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer for a joyride on this track. Let's see what the Wood brothers can do at Darlington Raceway in their 75th year in NASCAR. What a combination. Both Wood brothers and Darlington Raceway. 75 years of greatness. All right, now it's time for the command. In celebration of their 75th anniversary, they are here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Take it away. Crank him up, gang, crank him up. How about that? The Wood brothers family giving the command. As 38 of NASCAR's best wore their engines to life, it's time for the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway, the track too tough to tame. Was that Greg Biffle I saw that? It looked like it. They call this place too tough to tame, and the lady in black, who will tame Darlington Raceway? We'll find out at the end of 400 miles. The Goodyear 400 from Darlington Raceway coming up next. I thought that was Biffle. I knew it was Biffle. You know what that means. Time to get stiff for the Biff in the pace laps, though. No, it's fine, John. I knew you were busy last week. Like I said, you were at the drag race track in California when NHRA drag racing was taking place. I think you mentioned something like that. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Oh, was it cold? Jeez.
Different circles, Ross. Okay. And for the mountains. You'll be back. People can't help people customize and say Liberty Mutual.
There was a rain delay that lasted like a minute, but that was the only weather issue. Okay. There's a view of the minnow pond. That's the view of the minnow pond at what used to be turns 1 and 2, but now it's 3 and 4. Oh boy, that's what happened last year with Tyler Reddick and Christopher Buescher. And last year, Brad Keselowski won that race. Please don't do that. My bad. There's Larry Mack. Larry Mack is at the track. There's William Byron on the pole in that beautiful Jeff Gordon scheme. It's throwing back to Jeff Gordon's 2015 last ride scheme. Honestly happy that Darlington got 2 races again. Yeah, to be honest with you, John, I'm kind of in between with Darlington having 2 races nowadays. I mean, it used to be just 1 race from 2005 up until 2019. Then we all know what happened in 2020 when Darlington got 3 races. Then since 2021, it's been 2 races ever since. But anyways, starting lineup, William, Jeff Gordon, Byron on the pole. Then Ryan Preece, what a great qualifying run for the RFK driver. Then right behind him, the Gibbs drivers, Denny, Carl Edwards, Hamlin, and Chase Briscoe. Denny Hamlin in that Carl Edwards throwback scheme, throwing back to his 2006 and 2007 Office Depot scheme. It replaced Chicagoland and Spring Richmond. Yeah, that year Richmond only got 1 race because of COVID. I remember that. But anyways, the cars are starting to roll out onto the track. Where we left off at Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin throwing back to NASCAR Hall of Famer Carl Edwards to his 2006 to 2007 Office Depot scheme. And that's a pretty accurate scheme for sport clips. Now in row 3, you got Bubba Wallace and Austin Dale Earnhardt Sr. Cindric, throwing back to Dale Earnhardt's 1979 to 1980 scheme, and Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch, row 4. Now row 5, you got Dave Blaney and Michael McDowell. Ryan Blaney throwing back to his father Dave's lone Busch Series win at Charlotte in 2006. Then row 6, you got Ty Grandpa Gibbs and Todd Gilliland throwing back to Raymond Fox, Carson Hocevar, and Christopher Buescher. Then row 8, you got Chase, Ken Schrader, Elliott, and Zane Smith. And Chase Elliott's scheme looks horrible. Like, you couldn't do a better throwback than that. It's nowhere near as perfect. But anyways, row 9, Christopher Bell and Joey Logano throwing back to Rick Ferkel and Cale Yarborough, respectively. There is Kyle, Terry Labonte, Larson, and starting in the 19th position. And that beautiful Tony the Tiger's throwback. That beautiful Tony the Tiger, Terry Labonte throwback scheme. I'll be so down if Kyle Larson can get the win in that scheme, just like Terry Labonte did in 2003 for his final Cup Series win at the time. And to his outside, Brad Keselowski rounding out the top 20.
Let's go to our Toyota Camry Cutaway car and let's look at the how-to of the rear bar. The Gen 7 car has independent rear suspension. Look at that anti-roll bar. Rear sway bar. It does exactly what it says. It travel resistant over the race bar. Now, how to the suspension on the left rear drive here.
Holy suspension. Okay. That's something I didn't recognize before. You can either have your car stiff or soft in the rear. For the rear of the car. That's a pretty minor detail. Weather is looking pretty decent so far. Partly cloudy skies, but it is smoking hot there in South Carolina. 85 degrees, golly. And 122 track temperature. My goodness. It is steaming over there. Okay. Interesting. I guess that's the cooling suit? I guess so. Wow. I see you, Reddick. One of those cooling suits underneath his fire suit. And the car's going down pit road to test out the pit speeds. 293 laps, 400 miles. Stage breakdown, 90, 95, 108. Pit road speed, 45 miles per hour. Fuel window, 70 to 75 laps. Going under the helmet with Shane Van Gisbergen with SVG. There's Daniel Suarez. And Tyler Reddick, who came close to trying to win here last year in the spring, but we all know what happened when he got into Christopher Buescher with 10 laps to go. And this surface is worn out. And we all know that these tires are going to be chewed up like a cheese grater with how worn out the surface is.
there. It's not like anything I've ever driven. They're nuts, Mike. You would just break. Hey, buddy, your girl brakes on that baby. All horsepower, no stopping with that thing. I can't believe he got that opportunity. It felt so good, and he cannot tell you just how much horsepower this has. It's crazy. Blew my mind. I'm jealous of it. Like a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
David Pearson, Neil Bonnet. The show cars that Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer took out for joyrides before the beginning of this race. Okay, Clint. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of drivers hugging the outside wall, especially in turns 3 and 4. All right, here we go. Pace car about to make the hard left turn onto pit road. The crowd is coming to their feet, and we're about to go underway for 400 miles. Carl Edwards on the stand, about to wave the green flag, the honorary starter for this race. As they round turn 4, let's see who tames the track too tough to tame, or the lady in black. Restart zone, green flag is in the air, and the Goodyear 400 is underway. First 3 cars or first 4 cars break free, and then it's double file for the most of the field. As they round turn number 4, William Byron in that Jeff Gordon scheme will lead the first lap. Oh. And already a lot of drivers are starting to go single file, because remember, this track is a one groove track around the majority of this racetrack. You cannot go side by side, especially in turns 1 and 2. But meanwhile, Ryan Blaney, he's wasting no time trying to get to the front. I can't clear Tyler Reddick that time. Man, Blaney wasting no time trying to get some positions down. Oh, watch out, watch out. And that coming off turn 2, it is so tough to try to get off that corner side by side. And side by side, going for third place, Cindric in that Dale Earnhardt scheme underneath Chase Briscoe, the last winner at this track in the Southern 500 last year. And Cindric goes to third, taking it from Briscoe. Oh, and of course! Are you kidding? Of course. Not the Terry Labonte scheme. Are you kidding me? The Tony the Tiger scheme. Are you serious? That car is junk already. And he's stuck. That's just great. Yeah, Larson just lost it. Ah, man. Not the Terry Labonte scheme again. Not the Terry Labonte scheme again. Man, that sucks already.
To tell you the truth, we can take or leave the extravagance, the attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights. It's over a lot. Because all we have really done is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Jeez. Will the throwback curse ever end for Larson? Jeez. It seems like every year that Larson has a great decent throwback scheme, he wrecks it one way or another. Of course, a commercial break. Well, they did show what happened to Larson coming off turn two. He just lost it going through those bumps. He just lost it going through the bumps.
You or someone you know has been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you're not working with an attorney, call us now. We field calls all day from folks injured in accidents. That's not your fault. So we can get them the compensation they deserve. Get folks calling you with all case types. Most common being car accidents. Also with the accident hotline, they are never.
Favorite Cup throwback is Kyle Larson's, while my favorite Xfinity throwback is Nick Lates. Yeah, Nick Lates threw back to Scott Riggs' 2006 to 2007 Valvoline scheme. That was a pretty clever idea for Nick Lates to do that. Very clever. Time for repave on Darlington. Yeah, I agree. I mean, while I do mind the track being worn out for now, but I do think that it's time for Darlington to get a fresh coat of asphalt sooner or later. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, Larson side by side with Joey Kill Yarborough. Logano, yep, just lost it off the corner. He just lost it. Ah, yeah, as I mentioned before, you cannot go side by side through turns one and two. Whoa, Blaney, a little too hot going into his pit stall. A bit too hot going into his pit stall. Well, at least he was in his box. Mm. First time seeing Blaney run a throwback with a change to the 12 font. Yeah, he's throwing it back to his father Dave Blaney's lone Xfinity win at Charlotte in 2006. So that's why the font looks different. All right, green flag. Green flag back in the air. Oh, Hocevar in the middle. Zane Smith make an aggressive move. Somehow that worked. Everybody jostling for position back there. As Ryan Preece is hanging tough in that second spot. I'm impressed with that RFK driver up there. Meanwhile, side by side between Todd Gilliland and Michael McDowell, once again a weird feeling. Michael McDowell being running side by side with the old ride that he just came out of, and almost clears himself there. But look at this traffic jam back here. My goodness. It's a mix of old drivers, old tires, and new tires, and they're mired back in traffic. It's Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin on the back bumper of John Hunter Joe Nemechek. To the bumper of John Hunter Joe Nemechek. Nemechek throwing back to his father Joe, his 1998 scheme, but that looks nothing like it. That looks nothing like it. As there goes Keselowski going underneath Noah Dale Earnhardt Jr. Gregson throwing back to Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s debut scheme in 1996. And Bubba Wallace already up to the 10th spot as he just took it from Ross Chastain. Riding on board with Joey, Cale, Yarborough, Logano, going underneath Noah Dale Earnhardt Jr. Gregson. He just clears Gregson off the corner. I'd say my least favorite throwbacks from Company Xfinity are Elliott's and Josh Williams. Yeah, Chase Elliott's scheme is supposedly a throwback to Ken Schrader's 1994 scheme, but it looks nothing like it. The colors are so wrong. And Josh Williams, he threw it back to Mark Martin in 2007, but again, the colors are wrong. At least they got the DI stripes and the star correct, but it was just the wrong colors again. Larson crashing shows that this track is called Too Tough to Tame and Lady in Black for good reasons. Yep. But up front, William Byron continues to put down qualifying laps as he's already opened up to about a 2.3 second gap over Ryan Preece. I'm sorry, William Jeff Gordon Byron. My mistake. Meanwhile, looking at Zane Smith in that Long John Silver's throwback scheme. Throwback to the font, it looks like, from Long John Silver's in the 70s. Coming up to the back bumper of Chase Ken Schrader Elliott. Supposedly a Ken Schrader throwback, but it looks nothing like it. This is the battle for the 10th spot. Oh, did Hocevar? Hocevar clipped the wall just a little bit. There's the first Darlington stripe we saw, and Logano capitalized on both Nemechek and Hocevar. Yeah, we've already seen that 38 throwback when McDowell ran it last year. Yeah, the only change was McDowell was in the 34. That was in the 34. Now Zane Smith's in the 38, and it's basically a copy and paste, except the number different. Nope. What's Gregson saying behind the wheel of the 4? Meanwhile, we got a battle for second starting to heat up just a little bit. Austin Dale Earnhardt Sr. Cindric has caught up to the back bumper of Ryan Preece. Well, at least trying to get to the bumper of Preece. Now we're running on board with Eric John Andretti Jones. Eric Jones throwing it back to John Andretti's 1998 scheme. Oh, and Hocevar goes for a spin now on the apron of the racetrack. There's the caution. Right rear flat for the 77. Oh, caution Hocevar. Well, many people. Oh, coming off turn 2, he caught the wall again, and that was enough for the tire to go flat on the 77. Again, there's another reason why Darlington's called track too tough to tame, and the lady in black already 2 cautions in less than 30 laps.
That could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about breastfeeding, and I noticed things changed. Breastfeeding gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breastfeeding also helped improve my symptoms, and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breastfeed won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take breastfeed if prescribed.
Caution Hocevar. More like caution Hocevar.
Call your doctor if forcing breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about breastfeeding for COPD. What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bags and Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh! For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Buying a car is kind of a big deal. And you deserve something you love. Because it's where big life things happen. And little ones too. This is your car. And sometimes your office. Oh, it's okay. We're good. And you're going big places. Wait, where are you going? The Car Gurus We Get is the #1 most visited car shop. Biggest selection of cars. You make sure your big deal is the best.
we're going to be seeing pit stops this time by. We're close to the fuel window. But again, here they come. Can we see pit boxes, please? Thank you. Briscoe down and away. And Kyle Busch is in his stall getting serviced up, down and away. There's Ryan Preece and William Jeff Gordon Byron getting serviced up now. Preece down and away. And Byron's down and away, and he easily gets out first. And Kyle Busch picks up a spot. What in the world? What was Michael Jordan doing?
Free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined Rewards for the free. Yes. Who you are? Your brother. I know. You can't tell from the tone of my voice that I know it's you. I know. These are who killed Rick King. You do the talking. It's a little harder than I thought. Yeah.
We have a problem.
Is there in trouble?
It is.
Sounds like you got a problem. You counted two. Read hard. Believe pizza to me that. Saturday, rating AL MVP Aaron Judge leads the Yankees against the Giants.
Oh gosh, the Christmas commercial. Oh my goodness.
Here's our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Since 1925, the Goodyear one has been inspiring fans to keep looking up and keep driving forward. And even Throwback is grabbing steam this year. Ryan Preece is on a roll. Three straight top tens. He qualified on the outside of the front row. And we were getting the privilege of sitting in on their race team meeting. One thing I want to talk about today is team, right? This team has come together better than that's all because you guys, right? Every one of us has a different job, and so we're all working together and going the same direction. Get from our final line, even better every stop, man. So that's the attitude we got to keep. We got to all keep pushing that same direction. And if we do that, guys, we're going to win. Let's bring it, guys. 1, 2, 3, 3. I love that. We just made it on this caution flag along with everybody. So Larry, the teams that hit it in lap number 6 already run through 2 sets of tires. I mean, I'm getting a little nervous about this because they had 10 sets of stickers plus the qualifiers to run this race. And one of those sets of stickers, when they started the race, so you think about those teams that was hit it twice, they are now down to 7 sets of stickers. So they need some long green flag runs because you can't use them all the time. So pretty much, yeah, that's around 38 laps. The caution comes out, there's 80 laps on the tires. You want to hope that your strategy is for that long run that's going to happen. The last thing of those guys is the first I wanted to see was an desert quick caution. So definitely hard to set up that they didn't get their money's worth out of it. So Michael Bell came in 7th. He's now 13th. Chase Elliott came in 10th. He is now 23rd after pit stops.
Oh, on the front row, we got a new challenger on the front row, Kyle Busch, up against William Jeff Gordon Byron. His pace car pulls off, going back green this time by. It's Byron, Busch, Preece, Briscoe, Buescher, Cindric, Gibbs, Wallace, Smith, and Gilliland, the top 10. Start zone. Green flag. Byron on the jump. Oh, Logano going 3-1 underneath Chastain. How's that going to work? Somehow it worked. Oh, car in the wall. It's Yaley. That's JJ Bill Elliott Yaley back there. That's another flat. Another flat on the 44. Yikes. No caution yet. We're staying green. And somehow Ryan Preece has gone by Kyle Busch back to second spot for Preece. Okay, who are you spamming about? No. No. Get out of here. Don't know what that spammer was about. And Briscoe has gone by Kyle Busch. Whoa! Hang on to it, Kyle. Cindric got him loose, and there goes Buescher. Going 3 wide, going for 4th. Somehow he made it work. That's about the same move Buescher pulled on Keselowski and Reddick last year while he was trying to win. That was close. But somehow Buescher made it work. Kyle, how scary was that? Fuck you! I'm trying to focus here! His on-board shot. Yeah, whoa! He had his hands full right there. Here's the in-car. Yep, right there. Oh, definitely had his hands full right there. Yep. Austin Dale Earnhardt Sr. Cindric. That Dale Earnhardt throwback from 1979 to 1980. Very accurate scheme. Wish there was more detail, but it's good overall. Meanwhile, up front, Ryan Preece surprisingly is keeping pace with the 24 car. He's really keeping pace with Byron up there. As we got a battle for the 3rd spot now. Buescher trying to go up against Chase Briscoe. It's right up to the bumper. Remember, Buescher's looking for redemption after last year. After last year's Darlington race on the throwback weekend. Oh, he's got to his inside. Here he comes. Can he clear him going into turn 1? Yes, he will. Briscoe easily lets Buescher have the spot. Briscoe easily lets Buescher have the spot. Yep, and this is what I was just talking about last year when Tyler Reddick got up into Buescher with 10 to go. When Reddick tried to send it in turns 3 and 4, that cost Buescher the win. Cost both of them a win. And after that, Buescher got into his face, had a little scuffle on pit road. And Buescher said, I don't have that sticker on our door. This means more. We raced each other just fine for so long. Which, by the way, has a population of 30,000 from Prosper, Texas. Well, at least Buescher was able to get a win that season, last season at Watkins Glen after an amazing battle with SVG. And even then, his crew chief said, "Screw the chase, screw it." Yeah, because at that time, Buescher had nothing to lose. He had nothing to lose. I think that Buescher wanted to punch Reddick in the face, but Reddick had his helmet on. Yeah, at that time, I really thought Buescher was going to start swinging at Reddick with how mad he was. I really thought Buescher was going to start swinging at Reddick because he was so pissed. Surprisingly, he didn't. But as you mentioned, John, Reddick had his helmet on. And I think about mid-conversation, Reddick took his helmet off. When Buescher mentioned that he didn't have that wind sticker on his door. And that he needed him to be better. Yeah, that's what I said. John Reddick was about to take his helmet off. That was until Buescher got in his face. Yeah, he was about to take his helmet off up until Buescher got in his face.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is actually over. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that can save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
County's best hangout just got better. Here's to living smooth with the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light. Fans do beer hang out with some of the old vintage race cars. Some old cup cars are here, some not so old cup cars. And a lot of the fans are dressed.
Alright, and we are back. We are back. As William Jeff Gordon Byron continues to show the way to open up the gap to about 1.2 seconds over Ryan Preece. Yep, the last ride scheme. The last ride scheme. There's the man himself, Jeff Gordon, up on the pit box. Yep, Jeff Gordon, the vice chairman and co-owner of Hendrick Motorsports. Now looking at the most recent Darlington winner in the Southern 500 last fall, Chase Briscoe, running solidly in the top 4. Good run for Briscoe so far. Meanwhile, looking at his teammate, Denny Hamlin, dropped. Oh! Darlington stripe. Darlington stripe for Hamlin right there. For Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin. Got a little too hot in turns 3 and 4. Caught the wall. There's his Darlington stripe. But as I was saying, he's mired back in traffic right now after pitting on after that first caution for fresh tires. But the only position he's able to get up to was 12th right now. Stripe count 11. Jeez. My goodness. You can get so close to the wall, but you cannot touch it. Yep. Right there. And Keselowski? Oh. He was behind Hamlin when that happened. And looking at that scheme for sport clips, going back to Carl Edwards 2006 to 2009, 2007 actually, Office Depot scheme, that could actually be a very accurate sports clip scheme for the future, in my opinion. That's a very accurate sports clip scheme for the future. Now looking at last year's Spring Darlington winner, Brad Keselowski. After starting in the 20th position, he's up to 13th. Good run so far for Keselowski, but both of his teammates are running in the top 3 right now, so he's trying to get up there. With his teammates. Wait, Brian Keselowski spotting for him? Brian Keselowski spotting Brad Keselowski? Wait, brothers out there? Okay. Now we're looking at Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell. That's a Rick Ferkel scheme that Christopher Bell's throwing it back to. His mentor. His car mentor. And right now, Christopher Bell has not gone anywhere. Running outside the top 20. Yeah, they're definitely going to have to make some adjustments. Yep, there's the scheme that Christopher Bell was throwing it back to. His car mentor, Rick Ferkel. At least the 0 behind the 2 is very accurate. Jeez, 28th? Just barely inside the top 30. Gosh, Bell. Now he's about to lose another spot to SVG. Yeah, Christopher Bell, he does not have the speed right now early on. But meanwhile, look at this gaggle of cars right here. This is the battle for the 10th spot between Ty Grandpa Gibbs and Zane Smith for the 10th spot, and Smith will take it. Smith's going to take it from Gibbs. Now Gibbs is falling back into the clutches of his teammate As meanwhile, Bubba Wallace goes by Chase Briscoe, and Ryan Dave Blaney is going to take advantage, going up inside the top 5. So best friends in 4th and 5th right now. Bubba Wallace and Ryan Dave Blaney. Nope. Whoa! Keselowski put the bumper to Hamlin. He was not messing around. Jeez. Oof. Somehow Hamlin did not catch the wall there. Bro, who is this Goodyear 400 live Bruh. What is that? Who is spamming that? Goodyear 400 live on whatever that website is. Who is spamming that? It's like the second time that's happened in this stream.
Have you always had trouble with your weight? Me too.
Discover the power of Wegovy. With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds.
And I'm keeping the weight off.
Reducing my risk. Wegovy is the only weight management medicine proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, and adults with disease and obesity. Don't use Wegovy with semaglutide or GLP-1 medicines or in children under 12. Don't take if you or your family had NTC, MEN2, or are allergic to it.
At least if Cody Ware finishes 35th, he'll pass Jimmy in my standings. Definitely a sad goal for Cody I have. Psh. Cody Ware shouldn't be racing. That's all I'm going to say.
Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicine to treat diabetes. Call your prescriber about vision changes, if you feel your heart racing while at rest, or if you have mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, flu or upset, headache, feeling tired, dizzy or bloated, gas, and heartburn. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
With Wegovy,
I'm losing weight.
I'm keeping it off.
I'm lowering my CV risk. Ask your prescriber about Wegovy. This is Potter Award.
Corey has a better running car in just 2 races, so Cody Ware shouldn't even need to finish that low by the time these part-time cars are running. Excuse me. All right, and we're back, and it's still William Jeff Gordon Byron up front. It's opened up to nearly a 5-second advantage over Ryan Preece and Christopher Buescher. Yep, there's Preece. No. The Cody Ware slander is pretty accurate. It's very accurate. He shouldn't be racing. And looking at Buescher, man, he has really climbed up the hill right now, running top 3 right behind his teammate. Now Keselowski, both the drivers he owns, both the cars he owns, he's up inside the top 10 in the 9th spot. We were just looking at Ryan Dave Blaney. Now looking at Bubba Wallace, 4th and 5th right now. Oh, and there's Cody Ward Burton Ware, the driver that shouldn't be racing at all. But as of right now, the guy that just passed him, Tyler Reddick in the 6th spot. Now looking at Kyle Busch, who started 8th, is currently in the 7th spot right now. Pretty much staying where he's been all day long. He was up in the top 5 at one point, but he's dropped back a few positions. Decent run so far for the 8 crew. Now looking at Austin Dale Earnhardt Sr. Cindric in the 2, and right behind him, Denny Carlowitz Hamlin, 10th and 11th right now. But Chase Briscoe, man, he has dropped like a rock right now. He was up inside the top 5 at one point, and he's losing spots left and right. It's back to 19th. Yikes. Now Michael McDowell's about to pass him for 19th, and that's another spot he's lost. What is going on with Briscoe? Oh, what happened here? Oh. Whoa, that's 3 spots he lost in that one corner. That was Todd, Raymond, Fox, Gilliland, Noah, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Gregson. Oh, speaking of which, Cindric is almost in trouble right there. He almost got in trouble right there. He's really squirrely. And there goes Kyle Busch. What in the world happened between those two? What in the world happened between those two? Again, who is this guy spamming? Who is this guy spamming on my live stream? What in the world? And look at this gaggle right now. Briscoe's in a hornet's nest right now. Alex Jimmie Johnson Bowman just got by him. Now he's under attack from Ty Patty Moise Dillon and Chase Ken Shredder Elliott. Yeah, for real, Sportsfan09, this spammer, this is like the 3rd time now that he's spamming something. Goodyear 400 live on whatever that website is. It's the 3rd time now. Like, what is happening? Just lost my train of thought because I was dealing with that. Oh yeah, but now Kyle Busch is now falling to the clutches of Joy Kill Yarborough Logano for 10th. But meanwhile, up front, it is still William Jeff Gordon Byron, and he's about to put Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell a lap down. Oh boy! Oh jeez! Maybe put the spammer in timeout next time he spams. I mean, well, Mark Brown, the only thing I'm doing is hiding him on the channel. I'm hiding this particular user that keeps spamming. He's done it 3 times, and I keep hiding him, but he keeps reappearing for whatever reason. Meanwhile, I'm looking at Briscoe, and he continues to lose spots left and right. Just got passed by Eric John Andretti Jones, Suarez, SVG, and there goes Joey Cale Yarborough Logano right past Logano, right past Kyle Busch. Gosh, I can't speak. That was for the 10th spot. There's a few that doesn't have a throwback. Well, actually, Mark Brown, as I looked at the starting grid, there's actually half the drivers that have throwbacks and half that do not. So 19 in total don't have a throwback. Because it's only 38 cars on the track right now, and 19 of them don't have a throwback. And 28 in total for Xfinity. Yeah, Xfinity cooked this year in terms of throwbacks. They definitely cooked. But meanwhile, looking at the leader, William Jeff Gordon Byron, about to put 2 Gibbs drivers a lap down, Chase Briscoe and Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell. Yeah, those 2 drivers do not have the speed right now. But he's in a hornet's nest right now, as here comes Hocevar. Jesus! Don't do that, Byron. Don't do that, Byron. Don't do that. Jeez, Byron is in a hornet's nest of traffic right now. My goodness. Yeah, the Gibbs drivers are trying to stay on the lead lap. Oh, watch out, watch out. My gosh. And Byron's trying to back out of that because he does not want to be in that mess right now. He doesn't want to be in that mess right now. Oh, and Carson Hocevar goes spinning right in front of Riley Herbst. That was a quick yellow. It looked like Hocevar tried to clear himself in front of Riley Herbst. Wasn't clear. Bruh, again, who is this spammer? Like, please go away. Who is this spammer that keeps spamming? Like, go away. Alright, what happened here? Yeah, it was pretty much a hornet's nest for the leader, and Hocevar. Yeah, Hocevar tried to shut off Herbst, but Herbst already filled in the hole. Yep, Hocevar cleared himself. Yep, Hocevar just cleared himself in front of Herbst. Well, somehow Briscoe and Bell were able to stay on the lead lap. And Herbst, not clear, jackass. Correct. Give it back to him.
Makes these stages so interesting is the guys in the front. I mean, they want the points, and you gotta save the tires, and the guys in the back half of the field can do that strategy. But at some point, the guys in the front are gonna want the points if they can get them. I was so impressed with that late run speed out of the RFK cars. All three of them. Look, Keselowski come all the way from I think 13 up there to the top 7. Both 2311 cars, Reddick and Buescher fast. RFK back on again. So now you want stage points, or as Larry said, you want to roll around to the end of the stage. What do you want to do? Well, I definitely want my tires. What cars? First on the corner, I want to get pit stop. Give me back out front of that clean air that I had. Roughly environment. It is. I can't even explain to you how much of a handful these cars are deep into the run like that. That is the driver. You just want to get out.
Yep, and here come the leaders. Here come the leaders. It's William, Jeff Gordon, Byron, Ryan, Dave Blaney, Christopher Buescher, and Ryan Preece. Blaney down and away. Buescher down and away. Preece down and away. And Byron down and away.
Any given Saturday, and a little work. And a little play.
All right. The next time that this guy spams Goodyear 400 live on whatever website, if he spams again, I'm reporting this guy. This can't keep happening. This cannot keep happening. If this guy keeps continuing, I'm hiding him and reporting him. He better not appear again. Because this happened like 4 times in this stream. It's happened 4 times now.
Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of flush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm going to go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket. You think you can manage the whole space-time continuum thing? Someone the milk maiden. Milk maiden! Her name's Ellen. The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
Don't worry about the driving with Fox.
I knew it. I knew it was happening. I knew it. First, I'm hiding him. Okay, now I'm just gonna report him. Now I'm just gonna report it. This is becoming too much now. I knew it was gonna happen. Put up a spammer count. That's 5. That's 5 now. That's 5 times that this has happened. That's 5 times now. When will it ever stop? Alright, it's going to be a 2-lap sprint to the stage 1 win. Green flag. Once again, Byron on the jump. Just barely clears Priest. 3 wide back there. Oh, jeez, how's that going to work? Oh, looked like Logano got forced up into the wall just a little bit. But somehow they keep it straight for now. And there goes Buescher, trying to go 3 wide. Not enough room. Final lap in stage 1. And here comes Reddick back to the inside. Oh, hope you learned your lesson, Reddick. Don't send it. Still way early in this race. But this battle for second still going on, as here comes Priest, and Buescher's going to try to help his teammate get past Wallace. Oh, 3 wide. Close against the wall. That was close. Byron will win stage number 1. And for second, Bubba Wallace hangs on.
Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm going to go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket. Can I come? Only room for 1. How am I getting home? Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald. Fine. But I'm bringing this.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's going to all work out. Thanks, future me.
Subway's got a new meal of the day. Chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Thing? That's not a thing. You're fresh. The all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Hey, guys. There's change in here.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
Check it out. He showed up with Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza. In his A-game, slicing through the lane, feeding the post, fast delivery going up. Here's a Hut. The Cheesy Bites Pizza in New Ranch Lumber's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
What's for dinner? Shop Ralph's for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
Not yet. What's that?
Just streaming the game.
Innovation changes everything. YTF, 100 innovators remaking the world. Before investors carefully read and consider unjust and objective.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out once again. If this guy spams again, I'm reporting him and hiding him. It's happened 5 times now. It's happened 5 times now, and it's getting annoying. Now, obviously, I'm not going to cut the stream short, but it's getting really annoying.
Showing he specifically
quickly mention Bubba Wallace's pit crew and how great of a job they're doing this year. They've been ranked #1 since the Homestead race. So let's meet Team 23.
Two-time Southeast Region Division 6 double redshirt freshman player of the day.
Joe Carlson, tire carrier. Husband to Monica. Dad to JoJo and Tucker Miles.
Eddie Rodriguez, Jack Man, uncertified welder by trade. Josh Beck, jeweler. Just want to give a shout out to my amazing wife, Felicia. Two awesome kids, Jamie and Jackson.
His three teams perform here in Darlington.
Well, that 23 team specifically right there, they've done a great job this year. You see how much fun those team guys are having. You hear how low-key and confident Wallace is. Great to see.
That team has gained 6 positions on pit road at the stop so far today. The job done by the AR safety crew worked there with a degree up on the racetrack. There were 6 cars on the restart, just rolled around along with Eric Jones. He needed an hour less to time him. He ran about 38 seconds on that last lap trying to keep the Goodyear in those tires. So those drivers were 10 hours.
Bruh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's 6. That's 6. Okay. Report. Spam. Like, please, go away. Oh my gosh. That's 6. Okay. Why is it not?
And they both share the track with legacy motorsport, co-owned by 7-time Cup champ Jimmie Johnson. 3 epic teams, 4 legendary owners, all going after one cup. Now you're up to speed.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna have to start making people some moderators on this chat because this is getting yeah. At this point, I'm gonna have to start making some people some mods on this chat. All right, so let's make some mods on this chat. Yeah, first you, Mark Brown. Hey, Alessandro, how you doing today? Yeah. Next. Oh my gosh. Mark Brown, he's doing it again. Hide him, please. I just made you a moderator. Please hide him. Bruh! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Get these guys out of here, please! Get these guys out of here! I know this happened early in the race, but Kyle Larson crashed was not so great. Yeah, I know, right? That's 7. That's 7. That's 7 times. That's 7 times that this guy has spammed. It's getting... Like, how many accounts does this guy have? How many accounts does this guy have? Actually, Alessandro, let's make you as a moderator as well. Let's make you a moderator as well, Alessandro. Yeah, Alessandro, I don't know if you noticed, but there's this one guy, I don't know how many accounts he has. He keeps spamming Goodyear 400 live on whatever website that is, and he keeps spamming nonsense every time. It's happened 7 times now. So if you see this guy spamming again on the chat, please hide him and report him, please. Yeah, right. Yeah, I can't keep up with this much longer. So Alessandro, do your part. If you see this guy spamming again, please immediately report him and block him from this channel. ASAP, please. All right, back to the race. We got 2 legend drivers up in the booth. The King, Richard Petty, and his son, Kyle Petty, in the booth now. It's Kyle and Richard Petty up in the booth.
When you look at this racetrack, what sticks out to you from what they do today to what we did for so many years? Because the track is so similar to what you guys did, but the speed is different. Speed is different. That's crazy. When we came here the first time when Gant come here, they run 80 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. They run 170 or 80 miles an hour. Sometimes like that. There's just no room. There's no room for error. We talk about give and take, but you can't give up at this place. If you take too much.
All right, here we go. All right, green flag, stage 2 underway. And once again on the jump, it's William Jeff Gordon Byron pulling up already about 1 to 2 car lengths over second place. Oh, Dylan check out back there. 3 wide. As Kyle Busch underneath his teammate Austin Dillon and Noah Dale Earnhardt Jr. Gregson. Oh, Logano! Big checkup from Joey Cale Yarborough Logano. Oh, jeez. Now Allmendinger got tight. And Logano takes advantage. And that was for the 5th spot as Tyler Reddick took the spot away from Ryan Dave Blaney. Now looking back at Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell back in 26, he's trying to gain the ground he's lost as Chase Ken Shredder Elliott just took the spot from Josh Jim Clark Berry. Again, there he goes again. Alessandro, do your thing. That's, what is that, 8 times now? What is that, 8 times? Yeah, that's 8 times. Oh my gosh. That's 8 times now. And back in 17th spot, looking at Eric John Andretti Jones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna make another account, because that's happened 8 times now. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Mark. I just made you a mod, so along with you, Alessandro, and a couple others, if you see this guy spamming, you have the option of hide the user on a channel, remove the message, or report them if he spams again. So you have those powers now, Mark. And meanwhile, there goes Tyler Reddick up to the 3rd spot, taking it away from Ryan Preece. And so right now, it's both 2311 drivers, 2nd and 3rd. Now looking at this battle between Todd Raymond Fox Gilliland and Josh Jim Clark Berry, 23rd and 24th right now. That's a beautiful scheme. And as I heard, the Wood brothers worked on that car en route to Jim Clark's 1965 Indy 500 win. So that's why they're throwing back to this car, because some of the Wood brothers worked on that car. Oh, team orders, as Bubba Wallace has let his teammate by, Tyler Reddick, for 2nd. A bit of team orders going on right there. I guess Bubba Wallace realized that Tyler Reddick had the faster car, so he just let him by. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Kyle Petty. He lost his voice. As Mike George just mentioned, he was telling stories all night long, apparently. Not NASCAR related, but Jim Clark was a legendary F1 driver. He was killed during the prime of his career. Clark could have had more than 25 victories in F1 and 3 championships, I think. That's unfortunate to hear that. Gone too soon, Jim Clark. Well, at least we get to see his paint scheme on the track again. At least we get to see his Indy 500 scheme on the track again. You're already a mod, John. You're already a mod, John. Oh, there he goes again. That's 9. That's 9. That's 9. Do your stuff, mods. Get him out of here. Good. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. All right, but so far up front, it is still William, Jeff Gordon, Byron up front, leading the way. You reported them. Good job, John. Good job. Byron might win. Well, we still got a long way to go in this race. A lot can still happen, but he's looking very dominant so far.
Choose one appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25. New sizzling skillets and steak. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Unfortunately, I think this bot account will continue tormenting throughout the stream. That's unfortunate. Well, at least, thank goodness I made you guys mods, because so I don't have to continuously doing this up by myself. Or we might get to 30. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. We're already at 9. So, hey.
Maybe because your team was stuck doing office work. What if she used the smart buying tools on Amazon Business? They help you work more efficiently. So you can focus on bigger things. Not so little anymore. Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying. Should I play that again?
NASCAR Truck Series. After the holding steady for about 8 laps, Tyler Reddick has broken his pursuit of William Byron ahead of the lead. Running a line that's mostly lower than Byron.
They have to go where they're not in order to get the air out front of that car to be able to get the car to handle what it needs to. So you have options getting in the corner right here. You can run right in behind him if you're going to do that. You can back up.
All right, we're back at Darlington, and so far it is still the 24 up front, but Tyler Reddick, he is not letting Byron get away. He is not letting Byron get away.
Meanwhile, while William Byron continues to lead every lap, his teammate Kyle Larson, complete opposite, wrecked hard on lap number 4. He has been in the garage for about an hour and 15 minutes. This is his crew chief, his team. They have completely rebuilt the front end of this race car. Meanwhile, the driver is in the car with the window down, watching the race on his phone.
Okay, while the crew is repairing on Kyle Larson's car, Larson is watching the race off his phone. Off his phone. Okay. By any chance, do I have YouTube TV or no? I think I might have YouTube TV. I'm not so sure. As soon as I was finishing up That's number 10. That's 10. That's 10 now. That's 10. By the way, as I was saying, I think I might have YouTube TV, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check again. Hey, Base Tugboat. Yeah, the bots are really bad today. The bots are really bad today, Base Tugboat. This happened like 10 times now. Thank goodness I made some mods on this live stream, or else I would have been doing this by myself. Jeez. 1970, when Richard Petty flipped down the what was then the front stretch at Darlington. Jeez. A tennis net and put a helic on it? What? Meanwhile, battle for ninth, Joey Cale, Yarborough, Logano, right past Austin, Dale Earnhardt, Senior Cindric for the ninth spot. And here comes Allmendinger to the inside now, trying to get alongside Cindric, but can't do it. Now looking at Ryan Dave Blaney up to third. Now he's on the bumper of Tyler Reddick, trying to get to the second spot. Yeah, he's making great lap time. Look at Blaney go. The YouTube bots invasion is happening on many channels. Yep, and unfortunately, I'm one of those. Unfortunately. But right now, the top three are just about under a blanket right now, as William Jeff Gordon Byron has not been able to pull away much. He has not been able to pull away like he did in stage one. Now running on board with Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin back in the 18th spot. Yeah, ever since Hamlin got marred back in traffic, he has not gone anywhere. And he's going to get passed by Justin Haley. And just a couple positions behind Hamlin, there's Kyle Busch. Man, not a good showing already again for Kyle. He was up there inside the top 5 at a few moments ago, but ever since that caution came out, coming in late coming in like in the middle of stage 2, he's been marred back in traffic. Meanwhile, we got pit stops happening as Ryan Dave Blaney is the first to peel off. It's down and away. Oh, and Tyler Reddick's on pit road now. He's pitting as well. So it's probably only a matter of time when we see William Jeff Gordon Byron on pit road as well. Yep, there's Reddick pulling into a stall. Yep, pit stops. That just pulled in a bunch of drivers to make the pit stops now. Man, Jeff Gordon, William Byron is dominant so far. Now Bubba Wallace is in for his service. So same with Keselowski and Cindric. Keselowski's down and away. And Justin Haley just finished his service. He's down and away. Same with Allmendinger, looks like. Noah Dale Earnhardt Jr. Gregson. And same with Todd Raymond Fox Gilliland. Now Kyle Busch is in. Oh, Keselowski's spinning. Wheel is loose. Oh, looks like the right rear wheel is loose on that 6 car. What in the world happened to Keselowski? He just came off pit road and the right rear is flat. What? There's the yellow. Jeez. It just went down. Oh. He's on board. Yeah, just the tire just randomly went down. What? The tire just randomly went down on the 6 car. Oh, it's the nut. It's the wheel nut that just went loose. It's the wheel nut that went loose on Keselowski's right rear. That's what happened. Wait a minute. No yellow? Huh? That's not a yellow? Okay. That's not a yellow? Hey, what's up, Reddick Biffle? Alright, Keselowski makes it back to pit road. Oh, there's the yellow. Now you throw the yellow? Hmm. Is the caution for like debris or something? What's the caution for? What's the caution for? Oh, debris. Yep, debris. Um, did they get the rear wheel tightened up? It's kind of hard to tell because once Keselowski got back on track, there's the nut right there that just went loose. There's the nut that went loose. Hmm. What happened while you left? Well, out outside of the race, there's been one guy spamming on different accounts, continuously spamming Goodyear 400 live on whatever website, spamming nonsense. It's happened 10 times now in the chat. And I don't think you noticed, NASCAR Fan 33. I made you a moderator so you can keep an eye on the chat. If this guy spams once again, you, Mark, along with Alessandro and John Venevetter, I made you guys mods. So if this guy spams once again, you have the power to like report him, hide him from the channel, and remove his content and remove his comments on the chat. All right. All right. And pit stops for the drivers that did not stop under that green flag cycle. Josh Jim Clark down and away. And Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell in for his service down and away. Joey Cale Yarborough Logano getting serviced up. And William Jeff Gordon Byron getting serviced up. Whoa, watch out! Both down and away. Never knew YouTube had moderators for YouTube. What? I mean, well, I think you meant to say moderators for a YouTube channel. I think that's what you meant to say, NASCAR Fan 33. Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin slowly making his way to the front. Yeah, he was mired back in traffic at one point. At one point, I saw him back in 18th spot. So we'll see what happens later on.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had NTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking your medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects include dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
Check it out. Easy Bites Pizza and his A-game. Slicing through the lane.
There should have been a yellow for the 6 spinning. And somehow that wasn't a yellow. I mean, he got far enough sideways, but he was able to save it. So I guess that's why NASCAR didn't throw the yellow, because he saved it? I guess.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. Lexus NX.
Introducing 2 new Baja Chipotle subs.
Yeah, I don't know how Brad did not lose the tire when when that wheel nut came off right after he exited pit road. Oh, would you like to be a moderator too, Sportsfan09? Would you like to be a moderator as well? I think that spin kept the wheel in there long enough. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, duh Biff! Duh Biff! You know what that means? Get stiff for the Biff! You know what that means? Get stiff for the Biff! He's in the booth. Yeah, Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle.
You see out of these cars in today's NASCAR world. You know, I mean, it looks a lot of the same. I remember racing you side by side here. We were out front.
All right, here we go. Restart zone and green flag back in the air. And once again, well, not so much this time. Side by side, here comes Joey Cale Yarborough Logano on the inside. But once again, William Jeff Gordon Byron pulls out ahead. And right behind him is Danny Carl Edwards Hamlin, Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell, and Josh Jim Clark Berry, the top five. Wouldn't it be so fitting if Josh Jim Clark Berry somehow won at Darlington in both Darlington's 75th year and the Wood Brothers' 75th anniversary? Wouldn't it be so fitting if Josh Jim Clark Berry could get it done? Well, we'll see. We'll see. And meanwhile, look at this mess back here. Jeez, Bubba Wallace just split the middle between Cody Ward Burton Ware and Austin Dale Earnhardt Sr. Cindric. That got really tight. Whew. Meanwhile, here comes Ryan Dave Blaney to the inside of Alex Jimmie Johnson Bowman. That's for the 8th spot right now, and Blaney's got it. Alex Bowman throwing back to Jimmie Johnson's 2012 Southern 500 win, the scheme that gave Rick Hendrick their 200th victory in 2012. Oh, really? Yep, there's the scheme that Ryan is throwing it back to Dave Blaney's lone Xfinity Series win at Charlotte in 2006. All right, see you, John. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help in the chat. Meanwhile, got a battle for 6. Ty Gibbs is being under attack from from Ty Patty Moist Dillon. Ty Dillon throwing back to Patty Moist's 1989 scheme. Will your moderator stay for next week? Yes, it stays for how it's yeah, your moderator status will stay for how long I decide for how long it will stay for how long I decide to have you as a moderator. Meanwhile, looking back at Busch, and he's about to get passed by Keselowski. I don't know if that's for position or not, or if Keselowski's a lap down. This 24th and 25th, Todd Raymond Fox Gilliland and Justin Haley going at it. Oh my. Yep, Ty Gibbs in 6th right now. And Justin Haley, he is really trying hard to get by Todd Raymond Fox Gilliland. But while he's doing that, here comes Kyle Busch trying to take advantage on the outside. That's a risky move, and he's got it. Yeah, the 51 throwback is also good, but unfortunately an L driver though. But right now, it is still William Jeff Gordon Byron up front, who has led all the laps so far in this race. My goodness, he is so dominant.
From imagination to the track to your driving. And then
During month free, Buffalo Wild Wings came to me. Free boneless wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined Rewards for a month of free. Yes. In 1988, Fox changed television forever. I'm John Walsh, host of America's Most Wanted. April 21st, from a butcher on the run to Heartland 4. You can make a difference. On this Saturday, April 21st on Fox. Welcome to Car Breakdowns 101. If your car is out of warranty, a car breakdown can eat you alive. Do what I did and call Car Shield. They get expensive car repairs taken care of so you don't have to. Class dismissed. Call 800-246-6940.
And what's up, Texans? What's good, Texans?
Intersection of comfort, style, and support. With an ultra soft luxury fabric, endless designs, and a built-in supportive pouch, these boxer briefs are the pinnacle of men's luxury underwear. And with over 55,000 five-star reviews, it seems that a lot of folks agree. Like this guy who said, "These are the underwear I've been waiting for all my life." The wait is finally over. Shynessy Hammock Underwear. Love your first pair or they're 100% free. Welcome to Car Breakdowns 101. If your car is out of warranty, a car breakdown can eat you alive. Do what I did and call Car Shield. They get expensive car repairs taken care of so you don't have to. Class dismissed. Call 800-246-6940.
All right, back at Darlington. We're back. And I think we are past halfway in this race. Yep, we're past halfway in this race. Oh, there's another Darlington stripe right off turn 4. Ryan Dave Blaney gets into the wall just a little bit. Now the stripe count is up to 23. Goodness gracious. All right, see you later, sports fan. Yeah, at this point, yeah, Byron is leading the most laps. Yeah, Byron is leading them, has led the most laps right now. Yep, there's the throwback scheme that Ty Dillon's throwing back to Patty Moist's 1989 Daytona scheme. With all the hate and trolling Ty Dillon gets, he is actually doing decent so far this year. Top 10 right now. Yep, for Ty Patty Moist Dillon. Hey, how's it going, Ab King? 1980. Yeah, everything right now for the race is going fine so far, but on the live stream, 10 times we've had a spammer that continuously spamming nonsense. This one guy on different accounts kept spamming Goodyear 400 live on whatever website that was. It was getting annoying, so I made a few mods to take care of it. Yeah, I don't want to know. I do not want to know what that ridiculous link was. Got a battle for third heating up. Denny Carlo with Hamlin is being chased down by Josh Jim Clark Berry. Oh. Did anyone else think that Richard and Kyle Petty made Clint and Kevin more bearable? I did notice that. Yeah, when they were both up in the booth, I did notice that. Josh Jim Clark Berry not calming down. Clearly is not. Oh, there's Kyle Terry Labonte Larson back on track. 160 laps down after that crash he had on lap 5. Yep. And I was really hoping that Larson would have a very good run. He was one of my picks to win in that beautiful Tony the Tiger scheme. Unfortunately, that's not the case now. Dang, nobody has led laps other than that 24 car. Golly. Now going Fox side by side as William Jeff Gordon Byron continues to put on a clinic right now. How did they fix the bumper? I think they repaired it in the garage, and I think they replaced the old bumper with the new bumper. I think they replaced the bumper that was damaged and fixed it with a different bumper. I'm not so sure. I'm not 100% sure. Meanwhile, we had a change for position in the field. That was Chase Ken Schrader Elliott getting by Chase Briscoe, the Chase and Chase show back there. That was for the 12th spot. And now Buescher's underneath Chase Briscoe going for 13th. Now Briscoe once again is being under attack, this time from John Hunter Joe Nemechek. What is the 42 throwback? Apparently, it's a throwback to John Hunter Nemechek's father, Joe Nemechek, but the colors are so wrong because Dollar Tree is the sponsor for this race for Nemechek, and they got the colors so wrong. Damn it, Dollar Tree! Why? Oh yeah, that did happen. Greg Biffle was a savior. He was like a hero that time when a hurricane hit. Greg Biffle was a hero back then. Yeah, Joe Nemechek's Bell South paint scheme from the late 90s, but the colors are so wrong because Dollar Tree is sponsoring Nemechek this race. Well, at least the pattern is correct, but that's about it. That's about it. I remember watching the year Ken Schrader ran that Kodiak car, and if nobody would have told me I'd have had no idea that that's what Chase was supposed to be thrown back to. Yeah, about the Chase Elliott throwback, the designers really dropped the ball for Chase Elliott's throwback to Ken Schrader. They really dropped the ball. Like the colors and the patterns are so wrong. Yeah, the colors especially. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The colors and gradient and patterns are so wrong. Well, meanwhile, looking at this battle for third, it is still going on between Denny Carlo and Hamlin got the wall just a little bit, but it's still holding on to that third position from Josh Jim Clark Berry. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s tied throwback from 2021. That is the worst of all. Like they didn't even try. Like I get they wanted to have Kroger as the front, but if you're doing a throwback to Ricky Craven's Tide ride, at least let it be accurate. Like that was nowhere near as close as what Ricky Stenhouse Jr. ran. That was nowhere near as close. And while that battle was going on for third, that has allowed Ryan Dave Blaney to take advantage, and Blaney takes fourth from Josh Jim Clark Berry. Next video I'm making is Darlington Goodyear 400 in a nutshell. Um, it depends on if anything else happens in this race. Like if anything happens, like very little happens in the next like 100 or so laps, then yeah, it'll probably be a Goodyear 400 in a nutshell. But if a lot of stuff happens, then it's probably going to be a meme review. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens. But anyways, rounding off turn number 4, William Jeff Gordon Byron continues to put on a dominant performance as he sweeps the first 2 stages. My goodness. My goodness. Jeez, Byron.
When my doctor gave me breaststrate for my COPD, I noticed things changed. Breaststrate gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes.
Yeah, the Patrick snoring when it's boring, nothing happens. That's the one that's funny. Yeah.
Call your doctor if worsened breathing, pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about breaststrate.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance.
Yeah, I'll probably add that one right up. I'll probably add that after stage 2 ending when William Byron just won the second stage. I'll probably add that.
maybe because your team is stuck doing office work. What if she uses the smart buying tools on Amazon Business? They help you work more efficiently, so you can focus on bigger things. Not so little anymore. Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
Business go from surviving to thriving. Even though our techniques are very ancient, we rely just as heavily on technology. We all collaborate on documents virtually. Our point of sale is all virtual. My Spectrum services help simplify my day. Fast and reliable internet starting at $3 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to your business today. I see all these stats before the race. I see more stats than I ever have in my life. And you have to be 30 and under to win at Martinsville next year. I'm so happy that you just put a dagger right in the middle of that thing. The old guys. So, well, I appreciate it. I myself some stats this morning, kind of like win the guys that were fired, stop them winning. And there's one guy that's way up on that chart. It's coming to market that there's one. And I remember, when I started this podcast 2 years ago, I was like, that guy's still winning. He's 46, 47 years old.
All right, I'm going to head out for a bit. Just wanted to check in and say hi. If I don't make it back, hoping to see y'all on the Icebergs post-race. Enjoy the rest of the race. All right, see ya, Abe King. Use the Tony the Tiger great soundbite if you can for the Goodyear 400 nutshell video. I'll think about it, but if that happens for Larson, I'm probably gonna do like the soundbite, or I'll probably add the Tony the Tiger great soundbite, but it'll be cut off by the DJ scratch sound effect. It would be like it'll probably be like that. All right, here they come. Pit stops. Josh Jim Clark buried down and away. Oh, very slow stop for Ryan Dave Blaney. What is going on? That was a slow stop. He's down and away. Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin in. And Samuel William Jeff Gordon Byron, who's put on a clinic. Down and he's away. Oh, he just beats Hamlin off. Wow. What in the world happened to the 12? Yikes. They could not. 12 couldn't get the jack underneath the car.
You're seeing Skechers famous line set footwear everywhere. And now that famous design is available in hands-free Skechers slippers. Get the comfort and style line set now with the convenience of slip-ins with no bending down or touching your shoes. Try line set Skechers slip-ins.
Racing. We got fast cars. Big happy family of speed wheels. Now you're up to speed. You mean?
Don't worry about the driving with Pods. Pack at your pace, store your things until you're ready. Then we deliver to your new home, across town or across the country. Pods, your personal moving and storage team.
NASCAR Truck Sales.
I went to the dealership just to look at the new Tacomas and left that day in London. I really love the new design. I like how it's a little more aggressive. I'm a photographer by trade, and the ability to get into the action trade is really important to me. My name is Ethan Van Dusen, and I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport.
Right now, you can lease a tough new 4x4 Tacoma for just $319 a month. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places. Blind spot that's never out of sight. Now we choose Hyundai Tucson. Right now, get 3.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Story Chris Myers through Tuesday as the story has been William Byron of Buescher starting today. He has led all the way. Last year, he won 3 of the first 8 races, but then won a race after that. The Daytona 500, they're trying to close out the second win of this year. Let's go through a quick recap, Davey. Caution changed that. Kyle Larson came to the favorite running 19
That's unfortunate for Tony the Tiger. Gets the inside wall early. And Hocevar clears himself in front of Herbst. And the wheel nut goes loose on Keselowski's car.
Right now, though, the 4-time winner is in a great position. Yeah, in a place where a legend that's created here in Darlington, Byron hoping to add to his career even more. Well, let's go back to Mike and Kevin and Glenn in the booth. Chris, Craven was with us for stage number 2. Thanks for being part of Throwback Weekend Drive to the Pace Car. Hanging out with Cliff May and Elton Sawyer last night. It was a long conversation. Quite glad to have you here. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'd love to come up here and check this out.
With Hamlin in second, I think Byron will now have fierce competition from here on out. Yep, apparently so.
Typically, Clint is our lead rep guy up here in the booth. So, today you came in with no sleeves. Right. Trying to take some of his thunder away. I love it. Next time I'll have my suit on. Okay, good. All right. Take that helicopter down here.
All right, here we go. They're doubled up. So it's it's Byron, Logano, Gibbs, Hamlin, Reddick, Bell, Bowman, Berry, Buescher, and Dillon, the top 10. The top 10. All right, here we go. Can anyone stop the 24? We'll see. Green flag, final stage underway. Byron gets a great push from Hamlin. Got a great push from Hamlin. Here comes Joey, Cale Yarborough, Logano on the inside. Can't do it. Once again, Byron pulls out to about 3 or 4 car lengths as they're side by side for second. Now Denny Carl Hamlin clears Logano and Bell for second, and Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell up to third. Oh, contact! And there goes Jim Clark Berry around into the wall. Yikes. Ah. Man, that was such a beautiful scheme that Berry had. That's unfortunate. And he was having such a good run. All right, he's out. All right, what happened? Yeah, Reddick tried to clear. He just was not clear. And it didn't take much until the 21 went spinning. That's unfortunate for Jim Clark Berry.
That's the inspiration behind Mother's new California Gold ceramic line of products. The easiest way to clean, correct, and protect your way to a whole new level of deep, ceramic, glass-like clarity, superior hydrophobic protection, and head-turning shine. Mother's California Gold. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
ACE's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, fewer weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at ACE. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed. ACE is the place with the helpful hardware.
Free bonus wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined Rewards for a month of free. Yes.
That's my team out there.
If our network goes down, monitor the state.
Our comms have to work.
The mission won't.
That's why I partnered with Verizon Satellite. The network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose. This is the legendary Roy Beer. If this can could talk, it tells stories. And if you had one, you probably got a story worth telling. Here's the 50 years of another time.
Welcome to more where that came from. More back-to-backs. More epic last laps. More stripes. More short fuses. More bumps and bruises. Star shootouts. More Leonhard stories. Welcome to the edge of your seat. Welcome to NASCAR.
Measure on Fox next Sunday, Bristol, Tennessee. 1:30 Eastern Time on FS1. IndyCar Long Beach next Sunday, 4:30 Eastern on Fox. And the NHRA Las Vegas next Sunday, 6:30 Eastern Time on FS1. All the quickest and fastest motorsports are on Fox.
Yep, here's the replay again. Reddick on the inside. Yeah, 21 checked up, and yeah, Reddick just wasn't clear of Berry. Just that slight contact coming off turn 2. Yeah, Reddick had the room, just not clear enough. And around goes the 21. Nosed into the wall. That one touch off turn 2, it does not take much. On board with the 21. Once the contact happened, Barry tried to save it, but he just couldn't. And that put an end to that 21. That put an end to Josh Jim Clark Barry.
Take a look at what his team is doing on the road in terms of the jack man and what he has to do running around the race car. You'll see it right here when they drop the jack. Watch this. The jack swings around from behind him. He crosses his hands over and saves a couple steps right there. One of the guys that's had to learn that this year, Joe Alexander, and I know I probably just butchered that name, but I tried really hard. You've been doing that the majority of the season. How long does it take to get the hand-eye coordination and figure all that out? It's a long process. It's like they're trying to be good.
Joel Alexander Bornon, the jackman for Denny Hamlin. Or Danny Carlo with Hamlin.
He tasked these guys with finding a way to save steps and get every 10th of a second on the pit road, and they've been doing that.
I'll tell you, that's awesome. Like Jimmie Johnson swinging that jack around in front of the corner. Maybe Jimmie Johnson takes the leg out, maybe allegedly on purpose. But an official was giving them a hard time, and the official would stand at the front of the car out on pit road during the pit stop. And as the story goes, Junior decided to teach that official a lesson. And as he swung the jack, he swung it right around, took the beat right out.
In all my years watching NASCAR, what is my personal favorite Cup season? Oh, man, that's a tough one, to be honest with you, Alessandro. There's a lot of NASCAR seasons where I feel like that was decent at best, and some of them the best seasons, in my opinion. It's tough to pick one. My goodness. I may be biased, but a couple of my favorite seasons were 2016 and 2021. Maybe because a Hendrick driver won the championship. Maybe. I don't know. But 2016 and 2021 were a couple of my favorite NASCAR seasons, in my opinion. My personal favorite Cup seasons watching NASCAR were 2002, 2004, and 2007. Interesting. Those were the golden days of NASCAR, just before its decline. Dang, you've been watching since 2000? My goodness, Alessandro. That explains it. I've been watching NASCAR since 2008. Green flag back in the air. Oh, Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell Got a good launch that time. He's pulling even with William Jeff Gordon Byron side by side. He's the first driver all day to get alongside of the 24. Well, can Bell do it? And no, he cannot. William Jeff Gordon Byron once again gets the drive, and he leads that lap. My gosh. Still going. What's up, Jeff Weaselin? What's up, Jeff Weaselin? Meanwhile, looking at this mess back here as Kyle Busch is in a hornet's nest. Oh, watch out, Allmendinger. Meanwhile, looking at Ryan Dave Blaney in the middle, in between Ross Chastain and Ryan Preece. Oh my gosh. Got a little tight there. Now looking back at Tyler Reddick, he's up to fourth on the bumper of Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin. And there's Jim Clark Berry. Yep, they don't call this place the track too tough to tame for nothing. That's for sure. Now looking back at the battle for seventh between Alex Jimmie Johnson Bowman and Christopher Buescher. That's the battle for the 7th spot. And right behind him, there's Chase Ken Shredder Elliott. And right behind him, Eric John Andretti Jones. Running solidly in the top 10 for both those guys. Pod's big move. Yep, right when it looked like Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell was going to make a move for the lead to get the first lap led of this race, William Jeff Gordon Byron powers around the outside to hold on to the lead. Oh my gosh, this pit crew. Yeah, you might want to keep an eye on that, on the changing weather. You might want to keep an eye on that. And riding on board with Joey, Cale, Yarborough, Logano. Back to Cale Yarborough's 1975 to 1977 scheme. Holy cow. My goodness. Yeah. Rest in peace, Cale. Rest in peace, Cale. Look at that. Look at that picture. Wow.
Experience and talk about driving those cars around today. Glenn, you just look at the interior of the cars and the things that they race with. 180, 200 miles an hour. How are they all still alive? They all drive in there all the time in dangerous race cars because those cars, I mean, it's got a ton of power. And there's no way. How are your seatbelts on? I had a couple links of chain and about a 3/8 lost chain. Wow.
Let you tell me you're right, man. You feel safe and protected out there.
Man.
Bracelet for my husband. Like your rabbit's foot.
Might get to the end of this race very quickly. My goodness. We haven't seen a driver this dominant. We haven't seen a driver who has led this many laps or led every single lap since, I believe, Jeff Burton in 2000 at New Hampshire. That was the last time a driver has led every single lap in a cup race. But it's happened multiple times in the lower series. Will we ever see a driver have a throwback paint scheme honoring Johnny Mantz, the very first ever Southern 500 winner? Surprised it has not happened yet. Johnny Mantz, the first winner of the Southern 500. Let me look him up just real fast.
Hey, Tyler, think I have what it takes to be part of the NASCAR pit crew? You? Yeah, I mean, we keep Xfinity internet fast and reliable at home or on the go. It's kind of like keeping cars fast and reliable on the track. He's not that
Johnny Mantz won the Southern 500 back in 1950. Yeah, I know. Is this the scheme you were talking about, Alessandro? I don't know if you can see it, but is this the scheme you're talking about? It looks plain black.
Xfinity is your super fast connection to NASCAR. What's better than a
I hope you could see that.
That's why the $5 biggie bags and junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
But I believe that was the scheme you were talking about. Yep, Byron has led every lap so far, including the caution laps. Yep. Oh my gosh. Oh, something's going on with Alex Jimmie Johnson Bowman right now. They're working on the right rear. What's going on with the 48 crew? Oh, did he catch the wall? Yeah, I think Bowman caught the wall, and they're trying to repair that right rear a little bit. William Byron could lead every lap if the caution comes out with 50 to 60 to go. You mean if the caution doesn't come out? Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about, Alessandro. A plain black scheme. Plain black scheme. Yeah, I think it was a broken toe link that Bowman had in the pits. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the 8th spot between Ryan Dave Blaney and Chase Ken Schroeder Elliott. But Elliott maintains the 8th spot for now. This performance that William Byron is having is pretty much similar to what Martin Truex Jr. did in the 2016 Coca-Cola 600, where he led 392 of 400 laps. That's a total of 588 out of 600 miles. And this battle's still going on between the 9 and the 12, and it looks like Ryan Dave Blaney is going to take advantage from Chase Ken Schroeder Elliott. There's Christopher Rick Virgo Bell, Denny Carla with Hamlin, and Tyler Reddick right back there. That's second, third, and fourth. Now Joey Cale Yarborough Logano running solidly in the top 5. Running on board with him. track lights are on. It looked like the track lights were on for. Yeah, they are on because it's cloudy in South Carolina. It's getting cloudy in South Carolina. All right, I think green flag pit stops are about to begin. Ryan Preece is the first one to dive onto pit road. Hmm. Yeah, that is a tough decision. Yeah, none of the top five are pitting yet, just yet. Saving fuel? Is that what they're doing? Hmm. Maybe they are saving fuel. I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. Hmm. Hmm. Running on board with Kyle Busch, running up to the bumper of Austin Dale Earnhardt Sr. Cindric. That's for the 13th spot. Oh, Cindric kind of checked up just a little bit. Where's Kyle going to go? He squeezes around the outside. Holy cow. Saw a few drivers starting to take their pit stops. One was John Hunter and Joe Nemechek. The other was Shane Van Gisbergen. Same with Austin Hill pitting as well. And here comes Joey Cale Yarborough Logano in for his service. Could this be the difference? We'll see what happens. And Logano's down and away. And here comes Reddick in for his service. pitting from the 4th spot. Whoa, looked like Byron got a little too close to the outside wall. I don't know if he caught it. Yep, and here comes Buescher in for his service as well. It's only a matter of time of Byron pits or not, because he's being passed by the drivers that did pit, that did stop. Chastain's on pit road now. Same with Allmendinger. And here comes Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell in for his service. Possible final service of the race. Bell's down and away. Cody wearing 18th. Oh my gosh. Well, 16th now. And here comes the leader. Byron's pitting. Byron's coming in. Yep, and for the first time in the whole race, a different driver leads a lap. And he's down and away. Oh, man. Whoa, jeez, watch out. Watch out. And this is the first time we're seeing the 24 in traffic for the whole day long. Byron's had that clean air. Now he doesn't have it since he just pitted. So he's got some work to do. He's got some work to do. Now Hamlin's on pit road. Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin pits. Same with Ryan Denny. Same with Ryan Dave Blaney. Is the leader going to be Bell? No, I think the leader is going to be Tyler Reddick. He was one of the drivers that pitted early, trying to do the undercut. So the only driver that has yet to pit is Austin Dillon, I believe. And Justin Haley pits. And I think Cole Jimmy Spencer Custer is trying to unlap himself. That's why he's keeping pace with Christopher Bell and Byron, but the leader is way up ahead, and that's Tyler Reddick. I meant Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell. I meant. And 43 laps to go, we got a new leader for the first time all race long, and that's Tyler Reddick.
For your fleet in Orange County, Florida. Each Wiley built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between.
Verizon and AT&T announced price hikes a total of 10 times in the past 2 years. Doesn't that blow your mind? Families can switch to T-Mobile and get all the benefits of their plan while saving twice. T-Mobile blows the competition away. T-Mobile also gives you $100 when you switch. Mine plan. Set the jet engine with T-Mobile.com. Save 40% in $100. That's right.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 piggybacks and junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Liberty Mutual is all I'm talking about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home auto insurance.
It's pronounced Liberty. Liberty. Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
The games are pumping.
Dad, is Mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your wedding.
Ooh, the Asian market is blowing up. Hey, you want shots, huh? Shots? Yeah. No.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
Check it out. He showed up with Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza in his A game. Slicing through the lane, feeding the post. Best delivery going up. Here's a Hut. The Cheesy Bites Pizza in New Ranch Lovers Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Coming up next, UFL football. We've got the home opener for the St. Louis Battlehawks as they take on San Antonio. The season's conference champion.
Nobody cares about UFL. Nobody cares about UFL. Get back to the race. Thank you. Dang, 6 seconds over Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell and William Jeff Gordon Byron, who's led all the laps so far, but now the lead has changed. Tyler Reddick has been out front for the next 10 laps, I think. Yep, there's Reddick way out there. Reddick way out there. Just got by Keselowski. Whoa. Oh, Trans. The Larry Mack Trans. There they are. Average last caution lap 267. That's roughly 26 laps to go. And only one overtime finish in the next gen race at Darlington, coming in 2023, which of course Byron won. Oh, we got a battle for second. Oh, look out! That was tight. That was very tight between the 20 and 24. Christopher Bell, Rick Ferkel Bell against William Jeff Gordon Byron. That got really close. And there goes Bubba Wallace getting by Byron. Oh, Byron, what are you doing? I mean, Wallace, what are you doing? Man. And meanwhile, got a battle for sixth spot. Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin being under attack from Ryan Dave Blaney. This is for the sixth spot. Oh, and Blaney's got a nose underneath Hamlin. He's got his nose underneath. Here he goes. Going for sixth. Will he get in turns 3 and 4? Yes, he will. Ryan Dave Blaney up to sixth. But up front is still Tyler Reddick. 28 laps to go. Please go side by side. Thank you. Meanwhile, Reddick's in heavy traffic right now as the next driver in front of him is John Hunter Joe Nemechek, who's being on attack from Brad Keselowski. Oh my gosh.
Spring forward with real unlimited data and your free 5G phone with select plans on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
Now Reddick gets by Nemechek.
Next, he tried the Road Charger. And finally, an RHO. And they were all just right. $6,500 combined cash allowances plus current Chevrolet, Ford, and GMC owners get $1,000 bonus cash on select 2025 Ram 1500 trucks.
Tyler Reddick pitting 4 laps before Byron is the difference. The winning move if no caution comes out. It could be the winning move, but we'll see. Looking at this battle between Austin Dale Earnhardt Sr. Cindric and Eric John Andretti Jones as Jones takes advantage. That's for the 15th spot. And Ryan Dave Blaney continues to pick them off one at a time. He's now side by side with Christopher Buescher. And Blaney's clear from Buescher. And side by side, it's the Penske teammates Joey Cale Yarborough Logano and Ryan Dave Blaney. No contest as Blaney takes fourth. It has to be the tire fall off. You know, Logano was one of the very first drivers to pit, and he's falling off as he's now being passed by Denny Carl Edwards Hamlin. Yeah, I think traffic is going to be the difference. Yep, next week they're off to Bristol, baby. It's Bristol, baby. Gap is about 5 seconds now over from Reddick to Bell. Dang! 0.6 of a second faster. Holy cow. Oh, and there is Blaney, and he's quickly closing in on Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell and William Jeff Gordon Byron. And Byron was not able to get around Bell. He tried a few times. He's trying to get around Bell, but he just can't get there. He just can't get to the bumper. As those two just got by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Yeah, they're not racing on April 20th because of Easter break. Because of an Easter break. Yeah. Oh, don't look now, but here comes Ryan Dave Blaney. He's up. He's caught second, third. He's caught second and third very quickly. Yeah, William Jeff Gordon Byron could not get around Christopher Rick Ferkel Bell. And here comes Blaney to the inside of Byron. Going for third. No contest. Yeah, Blaney is flying right now. What will Christopher Rick Ferkel do in turns 3 and 4? He goes high, Blaney goes low. And Blaney easily gets to second spot. All right, 15 laps to go. The gap is about 5 seconds from Reddick to Blaney. Is there enough time for Blaney to catch Reddick? Can he get there? Yeah, at this point, Reddick has got to find some extra speed because the gap could shrink by the minute. The gap right now, 4.3 seconds from Reddick to Blaney. Blaney's got some traffic to deal with once he gets there. .8, and it's continuing to shrink. Holy cow. And it's still shrinking. 3.3 right now. Now 3.6. Lost a little bit of time, but he's still gaining. He's still gaining. 3.3 is the gap. And meanwhile, for fourth, Denny Carlo with Hamlin has gone by William Jeff Gordon Byron for the fourth spot. After such a dominant performance for Byron, it's not going to come to a spectacular end. But what a run that 24 team has had. Led the most laps. If he could salvage a top 5 finish, that would be serviceable. But we also almost had a situation where a driver has led every lap to win the race. The last time we saw a driver lead every single lap in a Cup race was 2000 in New Hampshire with Jeff Burton. And unfortunately, the same won't come to fruition for Byron. Whoa! Reddick got a little too close to the wall. He scraped it just a little bit. 10 laps to go. The gap is 2.7 now. The gap is 2.7 from Reddick to Blaney. Oh man, Blaney caught Priest at the worst possible spot in turns 1 and 2. But Priest gets out of the way though. Uh-oh. What will Bubba Wallace do to try to hold up Blaney? What is he going to do? Less than 10 to go now. 9 to go. Whoa! A little squirrely. Got caught up in the wake of Bubba Wallace there just a little bit. Oh, he caught the wall. Reddick caught the wall just a little bit. He caught it just a little bit. Oh, and Blaney has gone by Bubba Wallace. There's no traffic in between. There's no traffic in between Reddick and Blaney. Yep. Is there enough time though? Oh! Looked like Reddick caught the wall again. Looked like Reddick caught the wall again coming off turn 4. 7 to go now. .6 is the gap. As I said multiple times already in the past few weeks, catching them is one thing, but passing them, a whole different scenario. Coming back around 6 laps to go. Reddick's trying to find every possible speed he can, but the gap is about gone. Here comes Blaney. Gap is 0.7 of a second. Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time if Blaney can get around Reddick right now. And look at this. The gap is gone. Here comes Blaney. It's going low. Reddick goes high. Whoa! Got really squirrely off turn 4. 5 laps to go. Reddick is driving as hard as he can to try to hold off Blaney, But as I said, the gap is gone. Oh, Reddick slips. Same with Blaney, but Blaney goes low. He's trying to take a peek. There he goes again. Blaney goes low. Reddick up high. Can he keep the gap? Oh, man. 4 to go now. Oh, Reddick couldn't block that time. Here goes Blaney to the inside. Side by side in turns 1 and 2. And there goes Blaney to the lead. And Reddick's in the wall. And around goes Larson. Are you kidding me? Again in the wall. What? Ay, ay, ay. Not Tony the Tiger again. Oh, great. Now it's going to be a green-white checker. Oh, man. Jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Wow. Reddick really slammed it. Oh, Bubba Wallace. What in the world, Wallace? What in the world, Wallace? Wow! As soon as Ryan Dave Blaney took the lead, Reddick slapped the wall, and Bubba Wallace got into Kyle Terry Labonte Larson, and in the wall again. This time for good. The same way that Larson hit the wall early in the race. How is this going to turn out once they come into pit stops? Once they come in for pit stops, how is this going to turn out? All right. They're going to be peeling off this time. All right, here they come. Let's see what happens. Blaney's first into a stall. Blaney's down and away. And Reddick's down and away. Oh, no! Are you kidding me? Hamlin's out front. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, great. Are you kidding me? Don't tell me Hamlin's gonna win it again. Dang it. Don't tell. Please do not tell me Hamlin's gonna win this thing again. I swear if Hamlin wins this thing again. Yeah, it's accurate. Calamity Corner is turn 2 at Darlington. Because it's like a funnel coming out of there. It's like a funnel coming out of turn 2. Don't. Why would you go high? Why would you go high, Byron? Why would you go high, Byron? Oh my gosh. How is Elliott up inside the top 6? How? Come on, anyone but Hacklin. Anyone but Hacklin, please. All right, pace car off, green white checker. Please, anybody but the 11. Anyone but Hacklin, please. Here we go. Start zone. Green, white, checker. Here we go. Of course, Hamlin got... Great. Come... Dang it, it's over. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. No! It's over. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All of that for... You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. And Byron's going to be 1 spot short from a dominant victory. Are you... And Denny Carlowitz win. Are you... You gotta be kidding me, man! All of that just to... You gotta be kidding me, bro! All of that just for... Why? You gotta be... Why, bro? Why? You gotta be kidding me, man. You cannot be serious right now. You cannot be serious right now, man. All of that just for another hackling win? Bro. Bro. You cannot be serious. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna tune in for the rest of the post-race and I'm not even gonna tune in for the rest of the post-race celebration and interview. I'm done. I'm done. I'll see you guys for Bristol. I'm done with this. Unbelievable.